Hello Captains and welcome to an eFIN tutorial. Today we'll be going over how to submit a Tilefish report using the eFIN app. Before we begin, please check to make sure that you have already put your vessel information into the app. If you have not done so, please pause this video and enter that information at this time. If you need help with this step, you can view our other help video called How to Add Your Vessel Information. Once that is complete, we may begin. To start, log into your eFIN app. This is what your screen should look like once you've logged in. To begin a new trip report, select the yellow plus sign on the logbook page. This will redirect you to the first page of your trip report. This page, also known as the sail page, asks you questions about the departure from shore, as well as the number of anglers. Follow along as I answer these questions, but keep in mind that your answers will probably be very different than mine. Notice that the first question asks about your trip activity. While most of your fishing trips will be a fishing trip with effort, some of your fishing trips may require you to turn around due to mechanical breakdown or bad weather. The next question asks about how many anglers are on this trip. It is important to include anyone who is fishing. The next question asks you what vessel you sailed on. This is where entering your vessel information before starting a trip report is very important. If you are a captain with more than one vessel, please pick the vessel that you are sailing on this day. The next two questions ask about date and time of departure. Be sure to answer these accurately and thoroughly, and note that you cannot book a trip in advance. You can navigate between pages by either pressing the tabs located at the bottom of the screen or by simply swiping across the screen with your thumb. The fishing details page asks questions about your fishing effort, such as gear and location of your fishing spot. Follow along as I answer these questions, but keep in mind that your answers will probably be very different than mine. The first question asks about which effort you're reporting. To clarify, you may add more than one effort if you are stopping at more than one spot. Today we will be completing a trip with one effort. The next question asks about where we fished. By clicking on the coordinates, a map will appear. You can then zoom in to find your location and drop a pin closest to where you believe you are fishing. You can also zoom out for a broader view of the map, and you can scroll to different areas in case you are filling out a report of a past trip. You can also hit the yellow pin button, and that will allow you to enter in your longitude and latitude manually. The next question going down are questions that apply to your effort. The first question asks about the average number of hooks per line. You should report the average number of hooks per fishing line per fishing rod in this question. The next question asks about how long you went fishing. And the last question on this page asks about the average depth fished. Navigating to the next page, either by tapping the tabs down at the bottom or by simply scrolling across the screen with your thumb, we're moving on to the catches section of the app. It is important to keep in mind that if you are having multiple efforts, you should tally your catches accordingly to each effort. So, if on effort 1 you caught 5 fish, make sure you note that. But if on effort 2 you caught 6 fish, make sure you attribute those fish to that effort. On this page, you may tally your catch in one of two ways. You can either tap the keypad button and manually enter your fish, or you can use the plus and minus signs to adjust the tally there. Moving on to the final page of our report, the land page. This page asks you details about your return to shore. The first question asked is, what port did you land in? The second question asks you what time you returned to shore. Note once again that you may not pick any date or time in the future. Once you have finished with your trip report, you may tap the yellow Submit button at the bottom of the land page. This will redirect you to the summary page. If you have any errors or forgot to fill out any questions in your trip report, this is also the page where you will be notified about those errors. Another cool feature of the app is that you can scroll through the summary section to make sure that all of your trip details are correct. Today, my trip has no errors, so I will certify that my information is complete by checking this box, and then I will tap the yellow Submit button. Keep in mind that when you're submitting a trip report, in order for that trip report to go through, you must have Wi-Fi. And there you go, a successful trip. Now you can tap the Done button, and it will redirect you to the logbook. And as you can see, here's my trip that we just filled out. And you can see the yellow check mark. That means that it was submitted successfully.
As always, if you have any comments, concerns, or questions, feel free to contact our 24/7 help desk. You can give us a call at 1-800-984-0810 or email us at support@harborlightsoftware.com. Thanks for watching!